Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel Life as Danny. I'm super excited to have you here today. Hopefully you decide to stick around and subscribe. Cheers to that. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be updating you guys on my Pan in Every palette. Spoiler alert, no major updates here. I'm just getting started and there's 5 palettes and yeah. So for the month of October, I am going to be filling you guys in on how many times I used each palette. So let's find that. Here we are. I found that page. So for the month of October, I used my ColourPop Truly Madly Deeply palette. The shade that I am trying to hit pan on is Cutouts. It's called Cutouts. And for October, I used that twice. Here's what it looks like. So my goal for these shades is to use it twice a month. That is the minimum. I always try to strive for more. And sadly, this one wasn't the one that got used more than 2 times. But at least I used it 2 times, which is my goal. And let me show you guys what it looks like again. It is a beautiful color. I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. So I used Cutouts today, so that counts for November. 1 use for November so far. So I used Cutouts. I used the shade Too Much. I used the shade Pretty Cruel. I used the shade Jackpot. I used the shade Matter of Fact and Sweet Dreams. So these 2 ones up here, these 2 I used in my inner corner, and then the purples I used on my lid, and then Cutouts was kind of like my transition shade. So yeah, this palette was used a lot today. And I just want to mention that this shade Jackpot right here is the one that I have all on my lid. It is so buttery. Like, it felt so good to apply it and like just dig my finger in there. It was so buttery and so smooth. So yeah, that's my look. Moving on is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and the shade that I'm working on is Galaxy. I used this 3 times in October and it actually looks pretty good. I remember, I'm going to pop in the looks that I did. What I won't be doing though is showing you guys when I first started this project and like the progress pictures. That's what I'm not going to show you guys. I think what I want to do is from when I first started to when I hit pan, so just those 2 pictures of the progress, if that makes any sense. But I will try to find my looks that I do with these shades. I didn't take too many pictures of all my looks, but the ones that I do have I will pop in. So yeah, but this shade is looking pretty good. I mainly use this with my finger, but I did use it with a brush initially. So yes. Moving on to my Kylie palette, I am working on the shade Mojito, and I used that 3 times in the month of October. It was a perfect color. I used it when I went to the pumpkin patch. It was just like the perfect color to wear, like those fall colors, and I just can't wait to use it more. That is what it is looking like. No like major progress here. Like I said, I did use it 3 times, but it's kind of like really tightly pressed. Next we have my Too Faced White Chocolate Bar palette, and in this palette I'm working on the shade Cookie Dough. This palette got the most love. I used it 4 times in the month of October, and it doesn't really show. Like, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I used it 4 times. I don't know, maybe maybe you might but this one I think is tightly pressed as well. It's that one right there. But it's just a beautiful light beige shade, perfect for transitions, all over the lid, whatever, but I really enjoyed it. And the last palette is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I am trying to hit pan in the shade Creamsicle, and I used this 3 times. So I also used this when I went to the pumpkin patch, so I used both of the shades. But anyways, here's what that one is looking like. Pretty good for 3 uses actually. So those are my updates for my palettes and my Pan Every palette project. I also wanted to let you guys know how many times I did my makeup in the month of October, just in case you guys were curious. So I did my makeup 18 times in the month of October. Thank you guys so much for watching this update. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you like project panning content, makeup content in general, hauls, lifestyle, then I feel like this would be the channel for you. So yeah, hopefully this is the channel for you, and I would love to see you stick around and subscribe. With that being said, I will see you pretties in my next video. Bye!